Hi everyone. So we've reached almost the end of our Mistakes Managers Make series, number 3, and we're soon going to go on to Mistakes Managers Make number 4. But before we do that, we have our sales and marketing section that we're going to cover this week. And it's very exciting. We're going to head off to listen to a workshop that has been presented to us by a gentleman called Aadil from Parallel Point, who is a Google expert. That's really what he does. And what we're going to look at today is Google My Business, and also how to use Google for your business to increase awareness, increase bookings and revenue, and in fact, just to make you findable when people are searching on Google. So let's head off without any time to waste and listen to this amazing, small and short, but very, very valuable workshop that has been hosted by Aadil. See you now.
So today we're going to go over Google My Business, and we're just going to discuss the importance and a few other things as well. All right. So guys, we're going to see today what is Google My Business, why do you need a Google My Business profile, how do you optimize Google My Business for SEO. So you guys have probably heard the term SEO, search engine optimization. How does Google My Business work, and how do we use Google My Business for paid ads as well? So there's two elements to this tactic. And how do you create a Google My Business? Final comments and some resources that I'm going to share with you. Okay, cool. Okay, what is Google My Business? Google My Business is a tool that enables you to manage and optimize your business profile on Google. The term Google Business Profile and Google My Business are used interchangeably, and this platform allows you to add important business details, photos, and much more. Basically, it's you taking your offline or your actual store itself and you putting it online so people can actually find your business. And we're going to talk about more about how people can find your actual store or your or your location through the Google network. All right. So this is what a business profile will look on Google search. So this is just the general search engine that people use. So whether they're looking for salons near me, spas near me, whatever the case is, this is how your location will work. And we'll talk about how Google goes about ranking it as well. All right. So this is on the actual search engine that you would use on a daily basis. And then this is a business profile on Google Maps. So we all use Google Maps to get around, to move around. So this is this is exactly what your profile will look like on Google Maps itself if people do type in spas near me, salons near me, etc. and so forth. All right. And then this is what it looks like on mobile. So we all know that everybody's got smartphones and Apple devices, etc. And if you're using Google search engine on your mobile devices, this is exactly what your Google My Business profile will actually look like as well. All right. Why do you need a Google My Business profile? So first thing first, it helps you engage with your audience. All right. Remember, Marissa spoke about reviews and getting customers to get reviews. This is where the reviews are actually going to go. So whenever you have a customer that comes through to your salon or spa, you are actually going to give them the link to your Google My Business profile. And this is where they're actually going to give you the reviews and your star ratings as well. It's a platform that enables you to engage with your audience, answers their questions. You can set up any kind of alerts that can be pushed to your audience as well. And it's also used as a social media tool as well, just like you would use Facebook and Instagram to publish posts. So if you have a Google My Business profile, what you would actually do is when you launch or upload your content to Facebook, Instagram, or anywhere else, you would also do the same on Google My Business as well. It's also a tool that enables you to connect important business information to your customers, store hours, links to your websites, products and pricing, services and their pricings as well, any kind of business attributes and more, so that you can give all of that information to your consumer while they are on any of the Google partner networks. All right. And then you can also observe how people are interacting with your Google My Business profile. You can see how many people are searching how many people are actually searching using keywords that resonate with your salon or spa, and whether they're interacting through search or Google Maps, and the actions taken on your business profile, that is website directions, call you, email you, whatever it is, whatever call to action you have on there, you will be able to actually see how people are engaging with your profile and how the content is resonating with them also. And lastly, it's to implement local SEO. We're going to talk about the SEO part a little bit further down in this towards the end of the presentation. All right. So this is some quick stats. All right. So this is in general, it's not specific also to an industry, but it just gives you an idea as well how important it is to have a Google My Business account. So we see that 64% of consumers use Google My Business to find business information. Stores, store owners that list a Google Business profile see a 61% increase in calls just after listing a Google My Business profile, and 20% of your audience actually expect a response after they write a review, and 90% of your audience will actually read reviews before actually visiting your store or making a purchase. So it is a good motivating tool to drive consumers to your actual location as well. Now, on average, we're looking at around 59 actions that happen on your Google My Business profile. That is people that visit your websites, make calls, email you, or any other action that you specify on the Google My Business profile. That on average is around 59 actions, and around 1,009 businesses are actually found just on the Google My Business profile. But it also gives an indication as to how many people it gives you a good indication how many people are using smartphones and are actually connected to the internet at that point in time. And these are factors that customers actually care about. So 64% actually want to see photos and want to see videos. 78% of your customers actually want to see how well you respond to views. And then you've got your business sentiment, recency, and legitimacy, which is around 79, 80, and 81% respectively. These things instill confidence in the user for them to take the next action. And 84% of users, they actually like to see what your business ratings are. That's the stars, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, whatever the case is. That's why it's so important to share your Google My Business profile with your customers once they visit your store and get them to do a review and to rate you at the same time. So how do we optimize your Google My Business profile for search engine optimization? So I just want to explain the difference now here, right? Search engine optimization has to do with organic results. It's free traffic. It's your traffic that you're going to own at the end of the day. Now, it does take some time to rank or to index, and that happens as you continuously optimize your profile, which is what we're going to discuss now, right? So targeting. Keywords is the backbone of Google. If you do not know what type of keywords you need to use, you can always you can come to me, you can consult with me, and I will be able to share these keywords with you, right? But like I said, the search engine thrives on keywords. So the primary method of targeting is keywords. That's right. By identifying keywords that resonate with your business products or services, you can optimize your Google My Business profile strategically. All right. And what I've done for this presentation is I've done a wildcard search on people looking for salons, spas, etc., and relevant to your industry. And attached to these keywords are search volumes, competition, and cost per click. So you know what type of keywords you should actually be ranking for organically, and how you are going to fit it into your Google My Business description. And it will help you, it'll play a crucial role also in identifying what type of products people are looking for, and what type of services you're offering in your salon or spa, and so forth. All right. So it's accessible in a drive, and you guys have access to it, so you can see what type of keywords is relevant to you. Yes.
Is it on this link here?
It's on that link over there. Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Cool.
Okay, cool. So like I said, in order to optimize your Google My Business profile organically for search engine optimization specifically, all right, you need to add quality information in order to rank competitively. You must ensure that your Google My Business profile information is full and accurate. What that means is all the fields that are available to you in order to fill out: store location, contact numbers, descriptions, product, services. Fill it in to the best of your ability, but also make sure that you use the keywords in your descriptions as well, so you can take advantage of hot keywords that are currently trending. So it's very important to add quality information to your Google My Business profile. All right. Another important element is, as people raise concerns, queries, questions, whatever it is, please respond to them timelessly, and also make sure that you regularly update photos, publish posts, and like I said, respond to your audience. This just shows your audience that you are always on, and you are taking their concerns or you're responding to their inquiries in time. All right. So how does Google My Business actually work? All right. So we know that Google is actually an algorithm. All right. So what Google does is that the algorithm is built on different elements, but for Google My Business, there's 3 key elements that you need to that Google takes into consideration. That is the keywords and the content, which we discussed earlier, the distance, the user's location in real time, and also how well you respond to reviews, how many links you upload, and just basically how you manage your profile on a consistent basis. So that is how Google My Business is able to rank your store and give you the higher index over time as well, right? Okay, how to use Google My Business for paid ads. Now we're going to talk about the paid ad element. So the first one we spoke about was the free or own traffic that you can get through search engine optimization. Now there's also an option to do paid ads, and that is done through the Google advertising platform. So when we activate a Google My Business paid ad, it's actually called a local search campaign. All right. Now, these campaigns will afford you the opportunity to maximize your install value by ranking above others, regardless of the customer's distance. All right. So you can also specify the radius, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in the next slide. So local campaigns will allow you to feature prominently across Google Display and Video Partner Network. So if we go to the earlier slides above, when you list your Google My Business profile, you are limited to the number of placements where your store will actually show up. That will just be the Google Search Network maps. But when you do a paid campaign, your actual store is shown not only on Google Search or on Maps, but it's also shown across YouTube, and it's shown across every other type of partner network that Google actually has access to. And it's like about 1 million sites and apps where this particular store ad can show, and it's extremely targeted based on keywords. All right. And we can also introduce a retargeting or a remarketing campaign based on how users interact with your business profile, or if you have a website and how they interact with your website, certain actions they take. So these little store ads will follow your user wherever they go. So this is just a bit of a difference between the organic and the paid ads. So like I said, with organic, you got limited acquisition channels, which is search and maps. And then paid, you've got more acquisition channels, which is search, maps, YouTube, Gmail, and additional sites and apps. In terms of radius targeting, when you look at organic, your store will rank based on the user's distance. But with paid, you actually have more control or flexibility in doing a specific radius targeting and getting your store to show up above others regardless of the user's distance. So I'll also elaborate a little bit more on that later on. With organic, there's no ads. It only pulls through your store information, as I showed in the slides above. But with paid ads, you can do custom ads where you can add in more call to actions and more important business points to the particular ad as well. And I'll show it to you in the next slide as well. And in terms of call to actions, it is a little bit low on the organic side, but with paid, we have more control over what type of call to actions we want that user to take, whether it's website directions, email you, phone you, generate higher phone calls. So we got a lot more priority in terms of call to actions when it comes to the paid side. So these are just the benefits between the paid and organic, and it's good to find a balance between the two actually. So on Google My Business, you can see that the ads, how they show on search, maps, on your business profile, YouTube, and display. Okay, so how do I create a Google My Business listing? All right. So the first thing to do is you need to sign into your Google account. Right now, the best practice is, and I advise everybody to just refrain from doing this. Don't use your personal Google account. Try and create a Google account that bears the salon or the spa's name. All right. So that's the best practice, is to get a Google account, sign into the Google account, and then go into Google My Business and add your business name. All right. So these are the first 2 steps that you will basically take. What you would then do is enter in your location and fill in your contact information thereafter. Right. So that would be like your email address, phone number, and your store location, obviously. And even if you have multiple ones, you can also do a bulk upload as well. All right. Most importantly, please verify your business. You can verify your business via text, SMS, and sometimes by postal, which doesn't work at all. But the two important ways to verify your business would be through text and SMS. All right. So once you verify your business profile, you've claimed ownership of that, and you can then begin customizing your profile as per the screenshots below. All right. So there's a lot of fields, as you can see, that you need to add in actually. So please make sure that you add in all of these fields, and you add in and you customizing it accordingly. All right, so it's going to give you a better opportunity to rank as well. Okay, and this is just my final comments. If you have any questions on the setting up of the business profile, please let me know and I'll guide you. It does get quite in depth as well. All right. So this is just my final comments. Please complete all complete all elements on your business profile. Verify your location, very important. Add real images or videos of your location. Use keywords strategically. Respond to reviews or any other questions. Keep your information updated all the time, and then try and consider other digital touch points as well. And this is where Parallel Point can actually assist you. So in addition to the Google My Business or the local search campaigns, we can do search advertising, we can do display advertising, shopping advertising, and social media advertising, as well as newsletters. So we don't do normal stuff where you just go launch a post and that's it. We apply advanced techniques. We're highly targeted. We're very analytical at the same time as well. So we ensure that we speak to your audience and we get them to take the necessary action. So there are other tools that you can consider to not only drive customers to your website, but also to your physical location as well. All right. And then there's just some free resources, and you can actually work with Michaela on these as well. All right. So once you list your business, Google offers a free marketing kit that comes with stickers, posts, and videos, and a whole bunch of other assets actually. So all you need to do is just pop in your business profile, and you can start using these assets on your post within Google My Business or in-store as well. So even if you need to do a little bit of customizations or whatever it is, feel free to reach out to Michaela. Her designs are really awesome, and she would know how to also use these assets to, how do I say it, amp up your Google My Business profile. Okay, and then lastly, please reach out to me if you want specific keywords, search volume data. You just need to give me an indication of what type of keywords you are looking for. If the keywords that I shared with you in the document attached, it might be a bit too narrow. Sorry, it might be a bit too broad. And if you're looking for something a little bit more narrow, something a little bit more strategic, please reach out to me. I'll be able to share these keywords, search volume data with you, so you know how to use it when it comes to optimizing your Google My Business profile. All right. And then that's it, guys. That's basically some insight into Google My Business profile. Like I said, it's a little bit more in depth. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
Well, everybody, there's his contact details. Thank you so much. That was really super valuable. And
no problem. Thanks, guys.
I know that this is becoming like critical for businesses today. So yeah, you'll hear from lots of us, I'm sure. Thanks, Aadil.